Greetings to my whole unbelievable V family all over the planet. This is your chief sitting here in Dubai. And let me warn you, the heat in Dubai right now, I cannot explain, I cannot describe it, but it's a new level. This is a max out heat, as I would say. But I'm here meeting some of the most unbelievable uplines of yours, the V partners, the AVPs, all the leadership from all over the region are here in Dubai. We are sitting down, we are planning the remaining months of 2019 to make this year the most unbelievable year for you, for me, for everyone. I spent days in London with the one and only Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, our upline and mentor. It was unbelievable. London was still not cold, warm, but spending time with him made me realize so much. And I was rushing back to Dubai for my meetings. I kept remembering what he shared with me in London that I wanted to share in this Wednesday message. And I need you guys not to be confused about this message, because whenever I do a Wednesday message, it's what exactly I think, I feel. And if you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you, then you need to go and see a psychiatrist or a psychologist or go back to school, all right? Because my messaging is as simple as it is. So if you don't understand, it's your fault, not mine, okay? But I love you anyway. So I was sitting down with Dato Sri Vijay and we're talking about how things have changed in the past 21 years, from our Complan to our products to the evolution of our company from a small humble company in 1998. Today, QNet has grown to become one of the most powerful network marketing companies in the world. Our partnership with Manchester City Football Club, with the African League or CAF in Africa, our multiple relationships from Formula One to Martina Hingis to Muralidharan from Sri Lanka, to FC Goa, to various things, from badminton in Indonesia. And today we are sending children from all over our network around the world to Manchester to be trained by the greatest football club ever, Manchester City Football Club. And Dato Sri and I were talking about how things have changed. We have grown. We had 3 products. Today we have thousands of products. We had a small network in Philippines, Hong Kong, in Malaysia. And today, QNet is everywhere on the planet. Yes, some markets have challenges. Some markets don't have challenges. But we have survived. We will keep surviving. Every time we get knocked down, as Dato Sri Vijay said, we get up again. But what he mentioned, very importantly, that it's proven that over 21 years, every challenge we have faced has only made us stronger. And I believe in that, all right, that over the past 21 years, every challenge which we couldn't control, the master plan decides, all right, we went through it and we survived. But not only did we survive, that we became stronger, that our leadership became stronger, that people's checks, believe it or not, grew bigger in tough circumstances. Now, if you're watching this video and whether you are 1 week old in the business, not even signed up, all right, or 10 years in the business, this following message of this Wednesday message is very important. Because Dato Sri Vijay reminded me that a lot of people waste time thinking whether they're doing the right thing, whether they are doing the right system, whether they are applying the right structure or whatever into their movement of their network growth, whether their training is good enough, whether their knowledge that they are passing down to their network. And we get preoccupied with this method. We get preoccupied with the mechanism. And I'm not saying mechanism is not important. All right. I think how you build the business, how you do the presentation, all of this is important. But it cannot be the most important. And Dato Sri Vijay taught me this statement that is so valuable that I need to share with you on this Wednesday message, where he stated that who you are is always more important than what you do. And when you think about this, and I think about it, all right, it's deep. And I'm going to try not to go so deep on this Wednesday message. But that statement completely changed my life 21 years ago when I sat down and listened to him. And he reminded me in London again about this statement that who you are is always more important than what you do. And you are right now building a business. You're building your network. You're signing up people. You're inspiring people. You're building your check, their checks, everyone's checks. And you're focused like a maniac and you're going through challenges. And sometimes throughout this process, you stop focusing on who you are. You stop focusing on your growth as an individual. You stop focusing on who you are supposed to be. Because I mentioned this multiple times and I keep mentioning this in my videos and long time ago. That who you are defines what kind of leader you become in this industry. That who you are defines the size of your check, not what only you do. And a lot of people think that by doing the mechanism only, without focusing on who they are, that their checks will grow. It will never happen. That I know people who are completely frustrated but who are working hard, completely frustrated by doing presentation, completely frustrated, followed the whole training system, but still completely frustrated. Alright? It's simply because they did not focus on who they are. And Dato Sri Vijay told me that the past 21 years, and I'm grateful, so grateful to him, that my money has grown, my success has grown, and a lot of things have changed. But most importantly, I believe the greatest success I've achieved in these 21 years is who I have become. Spending time with my great mentor, all right, spending time with all of you on stage, ISB, that evolution within me has made me better every single day. And I believe, as Dato Sri Vijay pointed out to me, that if you don't focus on who you are, you stop growing. You become stagnant. If you don't focus on who you are, people stop listening to you. All right? People stop or lose faith in the leadership that you used to provide. And you think that the leadership you used to provide has something to do with your mechanism, you are wrong. It was who you are. And what happens is people change for two directions. All right? People constantly change. That's correct. Some people change for the better and some people change for the worse without realizing that I have seen great leadership. I have seen people who were so switched on when they first joined me, even in the corporate world or the network. And today, they have just become tired. They have just become lethargic. That energy, that glow, that light, that power does not exist in them like it used to when they first signed up or they first joined us. And the only reason for this is because they focus only on the mechanism and did not focus on who they are. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to measure the size of your check, if you want to measure your growth in network marketing, your growth in QNet, all right, if you understand that if your check is stagnant, I guarantee you are stagnant. If your check is starting to drop, you are starting to drop. From the level of how easily you get frustrated, how easily you get tired, how easily you get angry, how your relationships have deteriorated, even with your wife, your children, your mother, even your mother-in-law, your friends, your downlines. All of this, all right, has a direct impact on your check. All of this has a direct impact on your check if you observe, all right, your whole journey, whether it's 1 week or 1 year or 10 years, you will see a direct relation of your success on who you are. And when I say who you are, is that mindset, that emotional state of being, that growth, that evolution, you as a human being, as a person, all right? You not being in touch with your mentors, or you chose the wrong mentors, or you being in the right zone, on the wrong zone, all right? All of this has a direct impact on your check. And that's why the mistake people make in network marketing is that they rush to focus on the mechanism, which is important. They rush to focus on understanding the industry, which is important. They rush to try to push themselves or push this mechanism faster, all right, so that it produces faster results. But you fail to understand that no matter how hard you push the mechanism, it is not going to increase your checks unless you grow, unless you evolve, unless you change. Because you have to ask yourself, from the first day you signed up until today, how have you changed? How have you evolved? How have you become better? How many people have walked up to you throughout your journey and said, wow, you are a complete different person today. Wow, you are an amazing person compared to when I met you first. Wow, you are just unbelievable. I have seen the changes in you every single day of you growing ever since you joined this great business called QNet. Alright? And if you want to know the truth, ask your wife. Ask your mom, ask your dad. Ask the people closest to you whether they have seen change, evolution, growth in you. Because I'm telling you, alright, I thank Dato Sri Vijay every day. Alright, I told this many times, not only for the money, but for who I have become. Right? Because who I have become today has made me more successful today. Because QNet is a vehicle. The mechanism will never change. Alright? The Complan, the products, everything has been there for 21 years. Alright? It will evolve, but it evolves differently from how you evolve. But today, if you look at QNet as this whole thing, this whole vehicle, this whole mechanism that is going to help you max out, become financially free, now that is not in your control. That will evolve, alright, and decisions are made by different people. Now for you to benefit most from this vehicle, for you to benefit most and to max out as soon as you can, then you should only focus on what you can control. That is your evolution, your growth, who you become. And even if you are a brand new IR watching this video right now, there's one thing I promise you: if you want your checks to grow, you change, you grow, your checks will grow. And somebody asked me, Chief, but how do I know whether I'm growing? You will know. The way you speak, how fast you get angry at stupid things, right? Your level of commitment that you give towards people who depend on you, your reputation, your credibility, your integrity, your moral standing, your success formula, all right? And most importantly is that you do what you say, leadership by example, like I said previously in my videos. That everything from the way you walk, the way you talk, the content that you transfer to people will be directly linked to your growth. That today I have made over 380 Wednesday messages, and every Wednesday message, my message is something involving my growth. That most of the time is Dato Sri Vijay who helped me through that growth. And that growth makes me better, makes me more effective in communicating with you. The content, the delivery mechanism. That if today you speak on stage, in 5 years you should be 200 times better on stage. If your presentation today is okay, in 1 week it should be 10 times better. And this does not mean you practice your presentation. It simply means that you grow. You see, this business is about you. And the faster you understand it, the faster you achieve max out. That it has nothing to do with your environment. It has nothing to do with the market you are building. It has nothing to do with the products or the Complan. It is about you. So if your environment changes, everything around you changes. The question is, will you still be the greatest networker we have seen? Will you still be the greatest max out king and queen that we have ever seen? And Dato Sri Vijay told me this, Padman, if tomorrow you cross the street and go and open a hot dog stand, alright, that hot dog stand must be the most successful hot dog stand in the history of the world, because you grew up in QNet. Because this platform, this whole environment, this family, alright, your uplines, your downlines, they're all supposed to make you grow. Alright, and guys, remember this, that today you're not alone. That if you have come here only to make money, if you have come here only to buy your dream car and your dream house, alright, and you don't give a shit about anyone else in your organization or the world, I promise you it will not last. I promise you your success will never be consistent. It will never last. Alright, I guarantee you. But if you are here because you want to grow, you want to evolve, you want to become a better Padman, alright, or better everything, if you want to help people earn money, if you want to help people get their checks up, if you want to change your country, if you want to fight battles with Dato Sri Vijay by his side, alright, for this oppression from people who just want to knock us down, and you want to help us rise again, then this is the right platform. This is where you belong. Because ultimately, network marketing is not about what we do. It is about who we are. And if you have joined this business for 1 day or 10 years, alright, your only question is, how much have you grown? How much have you evolved? How much have you improved? How much have you, changed positively? Who have you become today? Even after 1 hour in this business, you should change. Even after 10 years in the business, you should become one of the greatest network leaders the industry has ever seen. And if you have not, then you have focused too much on the mechanism and not enough on your growth. So grow, change, evolve, or ultimately you become irrelevant and die. And this business is about change. And Dato Sri Vijay, Japadas Bismarck, these two great men, 21 years, they have helped many people not only grow financially, not only buy dream cars and dream houses, fantastic, not only max out, but most importantly, they have taken morons and made them better every single day. So you do belong to the greatest organization on this freaking planet. Love you guys.